I'm on some shit like, no, I do what I want.
Sneakers on a man is definitely the first thing I look at. So if Homeboy's coming through with these, it's quiet. Yeah, no, it's quiet for him. If he comes through in these, Homeboy's gonna like, get it.
Alright, what is up YouTube? Jacob here. I hope you all are doing super well. Today I have a little bit of a tutorial, a pretty good tutorial as well, and that is how to make the off-white Air Force One for under $50 or $50 or something like that. So recently, Virgil Abloh, Off-White, did a collaboration with Nike and they teased an Air Force One model, and as you know, I like the Air Force One a lot. I wear it almost every day and I was kind of excited for it, but I come to realize that the white one and the black one aren't going to be released, only the clear model. But regardless, I took a look at the shoe and I thought to myself, maybe I could make this, and I decided to, and it came out so well, and I'm super proud of it, and so I wanted to show you guys, and you guys can do it too because it's super easy. But before I get into the how-to, I want to let you know that I'm giving away this shoe. It's a size 10, but even if you aren't a size 10, you might still want it. So to enter, all you have to do is leave a like and comment. If you comment your Instagram or your Twitter, it's going to be a lot easier for me to contact you if you win. But obviously you don't have to. All that out of the way, let's get into it. So looking at the shoe, obviously the first thing you're going to need is an Air Force One. So you can pay retail, which is like $100 or so. But what I did to keep the cost as low as possible is I went on eBay and I typed in my size, Air Force One low. And I found a perfect shoe after like 10 minutes of looking. It was like $25. It was super good condition. I got it in 2 days and I was super happy with it. Everything was basically perfect and I saved myself like $70, which is super good. You all can do that too as well because there's a ton of sizes and it's definitely worth checking out if you don't want to pay retail. But obviously there's nothing wrong with paying retail. Anyways, looking back at the off-white version, you're gonna need a few more things. First of all, obviously the laces are black, so black laces. The swoosh is kind of like a metallic silver. I looked around and decided to get some metallic spray paint, so there's that. And also a little red zip tie for the left shoe. It's like a little detail. You don't need to do it, but I wanted to make these as true as possible. So all of those things are on Amazon. Also, you're gonna need some glue. I used Gorilla Glue, which was not the best decision. I think some sort of hot glue or super glue would work way better because the Gorilla Glue just took forever to dry. So you're gonna need some glue. I'll link all those in the description because they're all on Amazon. But the last thing you have to order from Home Depot, and that is Helvetica stencil, peel and pick, whatever letters. I forget the name, but they came in super clutch because I was not sure how I was gonna do the little air in quotes. They worked out, and so they're like $4. They're like the perfect font, perfect size, and that's something you're gonna need. That is basically everything. You're also gonna need a seam ripper or an X-Acto knife, and a sewing machine is optional, but if you have one, it definitely does not hurt. So let's get into it. You get the shoe. The first thing you're going to do is take off the swoosh, use your X-Acto knife or seam ripper, and just go all the way around it. Be careful, you don't want to rip the swoosh or the shoe, and once you get to the little heel part, just go ahead and cut it off. Do that for all 4 swooshes, and pick out the threads when you're done because you want them to be nice and clean for painting, and also you don't want there to be any threads left on the shoe. Gather up all your swooshes and take them outside because you don't want to spray paint them indoors because the fumes are bad for you. Lay them down. I'm not super experienced with like spray painting, but it was not hard at all. But it was not hard and it dried really quickly, so I just did like 2 coats. After they're dried, take the swooshes indoors. Originally I was like, I'm just gonna zigzag stitch the swoosh back onto the shoe as they are on the off-whites. However, even though I have a pretty good sewing machine, it didn't really work because the shoe is so clunky and big I couldn't fit it under the needle. But I compromised and decided just to sew a zigzag stitch along the swooshes. So it just gives it a similar look. It's not required, but I think it does look good. Now after that, you have to glue the swoosh back on. Now use whatever glue you want, hot glue, super glue, shoe glue, leather glue. I used the crappy glue that took forever, but just put it on the back of the swoosh and go ahead and put it on the shoe, hold it in place. Now one important detail is the swoosh isn't perfectly where it was before, it's a little bit lower, so there should be some stitching kind of showing on top of the swoosh. It's just a little detail, I think it looks really cool. And if you want it to be true, definitely do that. After I glued it on, I decided to put the air on. Now this isn't super hard, but it is a little bit tedious, so take your time. What I did is I pulled up the photo of the Air Force One for reference to make sure the air was in the right spot. It's like right above this little line here next to the air, and I just put them all on, space it out correctly. Now, one annoying thing is that the quotation marks Virgil used aren't like really a font, so you have to make them yourself. I just cut out 4 little squares out of the eyes, and I made them. It wasn't hard, but it is a little bit tedious, but it was definitely worth it because I think the quotes look almost exactly like the real one. So you get the air and you do it on both shoes. Now just go ahead and swap out the laces. Make sure to keep the little metal lace lock thingy at the end and just lace them all up. And the final touch is the little red zip tie. It goes on the left shoe, on the left top eyelet. It's not necessary, but I really like it. I think the hit of red adds a lot to the shoe, and I think it looks super cool. So this is the finished product. Let me know what you think. I'm super proud of them. I think they came out way better than I actually thought they were going to. Again, if you want to win these, just like and comment, and I'll give them away in like a week or so. I'll announce it in like the next video. That's everything. That's the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I appreciate all of you for watching as always. My name is Jacob. Peace out, you guys. I love you all. Take care.
Everybody know I'm better.